Thank you for picking up the Sticks. This is episode 58, Sticks Gaming Podcast. I am Mike Carnett in full voice. That is Mike, Stay Carnett to my right.
What's going on?
To my left, Art. Number 2, Rosian.
Who's number 2 work for?
Number 2 works for himself because he's number 1 once again for the E3 predictions. I was
longest reigning champion ever.
So I was really trying to find. I was trying to find a way where I could
trying to loophole this.
finagle like some points out of what I did because I got all of them right. I got all of mine right except for I didn't have a release date on Death Stranding. So I even tweeted at Kojima Productions and Kojima himself, trying to be like, "Hey, I'm just running with a bet here. You can say it comes out this century. It doesn't make a difference. You give me a roundabout date, and I would have had a perfect predictions. But no, my number 3 confidence went down. Art missed one about Nintendo's replacement for the Virtual Console. That was only confidence 1. So Art's 4 was better than my 4.5.
Suck it!
I was like, it's a half. No, it's only 1.5. I still lose by half a point. 1/3 doesn't make any. 2/3 doesn't make any sense. I gave up on the math. So Art wins again.
I feel like I need to get some kind of award now, like a physical embodiment of my greatness.
I actually like that idea.
There's your reward.
I don't think a sarcastic snow clap counts. I can't take that home with me.
Hey, for the first time ever, though, I got points.
Yes, you did.
We have a little bit of hypeness going on from that.
Which is really what it's all about, right?
Especially the Resident Evil 2.
Yes. Oh my god. So
I just came here for clarification on whether or not I won. Peace.
You did.
You did.
Damn it. But yeah, complete side note before we even get into this or anything. The more and more I see about Resident Evil 2,
oh my god,
I'm already radio silence. I'm ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
It's it's. I always liked Resident Evil 1 better because it had a nostalgia piece for it. But I understand that 2 is a better game and 4 is probably a better game too in my eyes. We'll talk about that one day.
That's right. One of these days we'll get to that. One of these
days from the
we've
very
been talking
first
about this
episode.
You guys have been hyping that up for 2 years and 6 episodes now.
But having the 2 environment with the 4 controls and everything, I'm getting more and more pumped for it.
So gruesome too.
Yeah, the shotgun blast.
Scary as fuck. Oh, it looks so good.
Right, that comes out in January, right?
So I'm basically praying that Kingdom Hearts 3 does get delayed because that's supposed to be 4 days later. So I need that to be delayed. It's okay. Take all the time you need, Square. Just go ahead and delay it a little bit longer.
Just be yourself, Square.
Yeah, it's totally fine. In this case, I'm okay with this.
So if it delayed a month, that would only be
That's fine because all those February 22nd games, I won't be playing any of them. So that's fine.
I don't even remember what they are. So.
Anthem, Days Gone, Metro Exodus. And it was supposed to be Crackdown 3, but at the last minute after Phil got wind of everything else, they took out the 22nd.
Goddamn Crackdown! This keep getting just kicking down the lane. All right, we'll get to the game eventually. Anyway, Steak, what you playing?
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking Basil Hayden's. It's very good.
It just the fanciness of the bottle caught my eye.
It's a nice about. You get it for just under $40, so it's a little.
I take a whiff.
Yeah, go for it. This is very, very good. This is what I tried this at the bachelor party.
Okay.
I had it from Jim Beam.
As a oaky afterbirth.
Yeah, oaky afterbirth.
You really smell it afterbirth right there.
It's less stinky than most of.
It really is.
It's because it's bourbon. Scotch is the stinky one.
He said, "Well, I haven't smelled anything in 2 weeks, so I'm smelling again. So I'm everything is.
What is this?
It's like a new experience.
Yeah.
It's like I'm reborn. Anyway, what you playing?
So I have been playing. So I decided since I've never played it before, and I got rid of my Wii U before it came out. Nintendo released a demo for Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
I played that too.
So I actually put it on the Switch and the 3DS. Because Digital Foundry did a very interesting video today about showing the differences and everything, and on how and they were saying the 3DS version is very surprising. It's actually pretty impressive and everything. I was like, okay, well, screw it, I'll download both.
Digital Foundry, where the nerds get super nerdy.
Oh yeah, big time.
Most of it
goes over my head.
Does it look good or what?
Yeah.
How many frames am I getting?
Yeah.
So, what about the flops?
So, if you only play your Switch in docked mode on your TV, I highly recommend you do not get this for Switch.
Okay.
So because it relied very heavily on the second screen touchscreen.
Oh.
So now you have to use your controllers with the gyroscope.
Oh no.
And it's very aggravating. And the levels they give you are 2 simple levels and a boss level, simple boss level. So these are I'm assuming these are the first 3 in the whole game. These are very easy puzzles. to even collect everything in. I collect everything in all of them. And that was frustrating. So handheld mode, great. You just touch what you see on the screen and go for it.
That's how I played it, and I really enjoyed my time.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
3DS, really impressive. Of course, slightly, of course, there's a visual downgrade, but it does support full 3D, which is awesome, especially for this game, because when you spin the levels around and everything, so you get the different depths and stuff, which is really, really cool. It displays on both screens, the game. Okay. So because you use the bottom screen as the touch screen, so you need to know what to tap and stuff. So I highly recommend either the Switch, but only in handheld mode, or actually if you still have a Nintendo 3DS, I'm actually thinking I might get this for the 3DS because it's really cool.
Is it limited to certain 3DS versions?
No.
Sure.
Yes, because Digital Foundry.
Because I can't play Super Mario World on a fucking 3DS.
Yeah, I know.
It's too advanced.
Digital Foundry, they posted
Capes. In their technology.
In their video, they actually showed all the different DSs they have.
Oh my god!
They even had the original DS, and it was running on there just fine and everything. So yeah, so there's that. So I finished Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days for the Nintendo 3DS.
That's 178. 179.
Fuck. No, yeah, so that's right.
Took me 26 and a half hours.
Well, that's less than 300 whatever days it is.
That's less than 179 days.
Yeah. Really, really great. This story takes place during Chain of Memories, and it leads right into the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2.
Okay.
But I do recommend playing this after playing Kingdom Hearts 2 because you'll have way more. You'll feel a more better connection to the game.
So you want to treat it as a prequel?
Yeah, you kind of want to treat it as a prequel, but play 2 first because then this is all about the organization and Roxas and everything, and you get introduced to Roxas in 2 if you've never played this before.
Okay.
But you will get so much more out of this if you wait and play this after you play 2.
Cool.
So then after that,
2 this weekend and
oh yeah,
yeah, go for it.
Nothing going on.
Why not?
You don't.
So then the next game in this Kingdom Hearts series is Kingdom Hearts Recoded. Now this was in Japan only mobile that they then brought to the Nintendo DS. So they made it into a DS game, all the episodes into one big game and everything.
Okay.
I finished that game, 13 and a half hours.
Damn, dude.
That's the shortest one I've gotten of all
of
these.
Yeah,
this is so short. Yeah. So, fuck this game.
I finished it.
This was one of the hardest games I've ever played of the Kingdom Hearts series.
Okay.
Of the Kingdom Hearts series.
Okay.
It was holy crap. 358 over 2 days had difficult parts too, but eventually I figured it out. Kingdom Hearts Recoded, I didn't figure out the leveling system until about halfway through the game, and I realized I fucked up. And so by the time I hit the end boss, like the end game, I was way lower level than I should have been, and way less health and all this. So it made that last boss hard, really, really difficult because they didn't do a good job explaining the level up system until certain thing happened in that system.
I wonder if it had anything to do with being a mobile game.
Probably because they were I think it was 8 individual episodes on mobile.
Yeah, so I mean that's A, just kind of disjointed to begin with, and B, you know what kind of pay model they had with this game? Was it you pay once, or what was
you can pay to level up faster?
Exactly. Was it one of those things too?
Yep. Yeah. So I don't. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how it worked in Japan. But also too, so this game also had different play styles. So either you had the normal Kingdom Hearts type gameplay. You had side scrolling.
Okay.
Which was crazy. And then you also had kind of a real-time strategy almost battle system that was used in the only in the Mount Olympus, the Hercules world. But the story, it was fine and everything, and even as I'm oh, okay, this is kind of neat, but it does connect into they do connect it to Birth by Sleep, which is the next game.
Okay.
So because there's 3 characters you play as,
and you played that all the way through too.
Not yet, no. No. So I beat Terra's story in Birth by Sleep, but this was a while ago when I first was going to play this in chronological order instead of the real order that I should be playing these in. And but I did start Ventus's story, and I'm only an hour into that, so I really haven't gotten much.
So you're speaking Spanish to me. I don't.
Yeah, it's one of the 3 people. So Terra, I'm already completed. I'm saying I completed that. I'm not going back to that. If I want to, I'll go online and watch cutscenes just to remind myself what happened in his story. So I'm going through that, and then I've also jumped back into Xenoblade Chronicles 2 on my Switch. I have hit now. Oh my god, the 65th hour in that game.
I don't think I've done that in a while.
And I am only on chapter 6 of 10.
Oh my god.
So there's still a long
Christ,
ways
yeah,
to go.
it's like a 100-hour
Basically,
game.
Them announcing the prequel story DLC and everything like got me like I need to go back and finish this before that comes out. Yeah. So, and this is the first time I played a docked like Switch game in a while because I forgot that game on handheld is it runs fine and you can still it's playable, but it looks like garbage. Like that's one of the games where it looks bad. Like the resolution goes way down for that game. Where on like and then last night actually I was playing on the TV. I'm like, wow, this looks way better than it does on the handheld. Yeah, so it's been
that's a lot of RPG.
It's been busy. It's been all RPGs. Oh my god! Like the fact that I'm this far in Kingdom Hearts is awesome. Like I'm feeling really good right now. So I got Birth by Sleep to complete. Then I have Drop Dream Distance, which was the 3DS game, but it is a part of that remaster, the 2.81. So like full game's remastered. And then there's the Birth by Sleep 0.2 epilogue. Which I know, I'm sorry to confuse you, but basically that's following Aqua from Birth by Sleep, and that is supposed to lead right into Kingdom Hearts 3, basically. Like that's the whole. So I am, and it's only like.
So sometime next year you should wrap this up.
Yeah, so it's only like 2-3. No, that game is only 2-3 hours long.
Okay.
Like, it's very short. It's just an epilogue type thing where so and then Birth by Sleep, each character story takes around 10 hours. So that's 20 hours there. Because I had 2 characters left, so that's about 20 hours there, and then. Drop Dream Distance, I believe, is supposed to be right around like 25 there. Jeez. So I'm getting there though, making progress.
That's a lot.
It is.
That's a lot of making.
But there are some games coming out soon that might slow my progress down on that. So
stay tuned.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I'm proud of where I am right now.
Very good. Art.
Yeah.
Which playing?
Rainbow Six Siege. That's it. Nice. Well, it's one of those things where at this point in my life. The only time I have to play games really is Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. And when I've been going on, everyone else that I've been playing with has been on.
Yeah.
So everyone's on, that's
cool.
what you play.
Jumping on. Yeah, makes sense.
I mean, every time I've jumped on, at least 2 other people have been on. I have Detroit sitting on top of my PlayStation still that I haven't finished, which I thought I would have that finished before the last time we recorded.
Right.
And then everyone started playing Rainbow Six again.
That's it.
Pretty much. I mean, I'm still learning and seeing new shit I've never seen before in that game as far as just different ways to play it. It's ridiculous.
All right. Well, I will be talking more along with you on your homework, so we'll leave that for a minute. I don't write this stuff down. We already talked about Treasure Tracker.
Yes.
I talked about this a few episodes ago, and I bought a bunch of games before vacation. One of them was Human Fall Flat, which is that like it's. If you play Gang Beasts, it's the same kind of idea where it's just like I had the revelation that it's basically you're playing as like a toddler because you're not really in full control and they're kind of walking around stumbly and you don't really have and it's like you don't have all your faculties about you while you're trying to go through these things. And the whole idea of Human Fall Flat is they put you in a environment and you're supposed to get from A to B either by pushing buttons or moving levers or moving blocks or swinging across chandeliers.
Okay.
I mean, but and each one is like kind of like a simulation. It has a little bit of the Stanley Parable humor to it, where it's just like humans are always falling down, and it's like, and then there's like narrating bits and pieces of it.
Can't confirm.
So, and since you're like this jelly guy, like they always just drop you into stuff, like literally, like when you hit start, you're falling through the sky, and all of a sudden the world loads below you, and you smack it, and then you get up, and then you do the level. If you fall into water or you fall off a ledge too, the same thing happens. Like the world loads below you, so you fall off it, and then you fall and you land like basically like where your checkpoint was last time. So it's actually pretty neat. But yeah, the puzzles are fun, but man, some of the stuff is frustrating. Yeah. Trying to get like the jelly arms to do like grab onto this hook, and then I gotta like this grab the bar over here. I gotta get the bar on top of the hook, and it's just like
so it's like Gang Beasts, but with
it
is. It's 100. It's just like come on, go, just fall right.
Oh, that's funny.
But it is. I mean, it is when you do get to do it though. Like it is very satisfying.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those things too where I did enjoy it. It's always on sale. Like one of those things too. Like pick it up for a few bucks. It's worth your time. Back to my list. What else do I got? Got some big ones here. So, I played all the way through Titanfall 2. I had it on EA Access for like ever, and I just felt like playing a shooter, and that fit the bill.
Nice.
So, it's and no, a lot of people. It's a couple years old now, and a lot of people talked about like how that was the best like first-person shooter campaign of that year in a while. And it was for like the first third of it. I'm like, it was fine. You shoot stuff,
sure.
You get in a giant robot, and
you run on walls.
Yeah, and like the way they do the wall, I'll get to the wall running in a minute, but 2/3, like when you get for like past that first third, they start introducing more specialized mechanics per environment. Like one of the early ones is that you go into this lab and they're experimenting with like time shifting and things like that, and there's a problem with it, and you end up getting a control for time, where like you hit a button and you go back, 4 or 5 years, whatever it was. But it's really cool because I'm fighting off bad guys. I hit the thing, time jumps. I run behind where they were before. I hit the time jump again and go back to where I was, and now I'm behind them shooting them from the back. And they still think I'm over there.
Okay.
But when you time shift, like there's like the like I don't say mercenaries, but there's like the military, where the bad military guys are in one time, and then there's these giant like puma reptile like monsters in the other one. So like you phase out, all of a sudden you have one of those monsters in your face. So it's like you're kind of running back and forth and you got to remember who's behind you, who's in front of you, and it works out really well because like you can't just phase out and hide and like regenerate your health. If you phase out, you're still in danger, but the danger's coming from a different spot. You got to remember where that came from. So that was really neat. The gunplay is really, really good. They have some really interesting guns that are things I really haven't seen before. And the way they interact with, like, they have, human bad guys and robot bad guys and like those, whatever those animals were.
Yeah.
And like different ones work better with, different ones. If I'm using like a phase gun, that doesn't really do much to humans, but it takes down the robots. Or you like electricity takes down the robots more than it'll take down humans.
Okay.
But it was, I said that last 2/3 of it I really, really enjoyed, and then it was just like stop. I feel like I didn't know. I was like, that's it, we're done. Like I didn't know that was the end.
That's the end of the game.
Yeah, it was like I would have been paying more attention if I knew that was the end of the game. So like it did have a little bit of ebb and flow in terms of like story pacing, I thought, but where it really shined was in the boss fights, because you're always in you're always in your mech. I don't know what they call them, and you're always in your Titan.
Yeah. And
they have 4 bad guy Titans that are kind of like that are in control of the bad military guys. So, and those boss fights, like especially the last 2, are really hard and completely different than any of the fight you have in the game.
Okay.
So it really kind of makes you gotta learn on the fly why you're trying to shoot these things, and you got other things shooting at you. And your Titan, you get I think 7 different loadouts, and you can change them at any time.
Okay.
So they have one that's like a giant shotgun. They have one like like the rocket launcher. It's basically different guns, but each one also has like a secondary ability. So like the guy who has like machine gun, I can also put a shield up, absorb all the bullets that are coming at me, and shoot them back at somebody else.
I think that was a carryover from the first Titanfall.
Yeah, that was like the first one you get, so that makes sense. But they also have one where it's like, I hit the ground, and like it's like a thing called a Scorcher, and you have like a grenade launcher that like is incendiary rounds, but you also can like shoot a wall of fire towards an environment. They have a gas grenade you throw down there, and when someone walks into it, you can set it on fire, and it becomes like an incendiary grenade again. So there's a lot of, I guess what I'm trying to get to is there's a lot of variety, and not only in the guns that you have when you're the human, but also when you get into the Titan and do that. So that was really interesting. But like I said, like I mean the relationship. Everyone talk about the relationship between the pilot and the Titan, and it is good. They have some moments and things like that, but like I didn't get the especially because the end game was just so like abrupt. I didn't get the whole like, man, I got to get to this next thing. I really felt like I never felt really encouraged to like really get to like solve the problem of the game.
Okay.
I was just shooting stuff.
Okay.
And it was fun. And it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I just didn't really connect with it like I thought I would.
Okay.
But overall, it's still really good.
Cool.
Now, speaking of game I did connect with, I finished the add-on episode to Life is Strange Before the Storm, which is when you play as Max.
Oh, okay.
So they added an episode later on.
Right, the epilogue or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
So you play against Max, who was the main protagonist from the first game, and it's a shorter episode, but you're basically playing the last day before Max goes away, because Max left for a couple of years, I think it was, to
prison.
He moved away, and then she hasn't told, and it's you and Chloe, and you have not told Chloe yet that you're leaving. So the game, like when you get your options, is like, do I say something? Do I not say something? That's
Okay.
like, it's a little bit like you're having this really good moment, and it kind of has like a pause, and it'll give you say like, do you want to say something? Or you just want to have fun because you're having a really, really, really good day,
Right.
And you don't want to ruin that really, really good day
Right.
because you know it's one of your last couple of days you're going to spend with her and the whole thing. So seeing them in that context, one of the earliest points of that whole series of events, it like makes me even feel more of a shitty human being for how I treated Chloe in like the main game of the first one. So like I feel retroactively terrible about the decisions I made, especially regarding her going on, because this is, I don't want to ruin how the epilogue goes, but I mean things happen to Chloe in that, and then in Before the Storm is her story,
Okay.
and how she's trying to cope with like her dad dying and things like that. So, but it's just like you have these moments. Like, you have these really cool quiet moments in the game where you can actually like just watch them like sit and whatever.
Yeah.
But you also have these really like you can tell like they really capture the moment of like having two like long term friends just having fun. And I really connected with it, and I don't know why. Like it's, I don't know. It's just because I got two girls or whatever it is, but like. I really connected with those characters in that story, and especially this episode more than anything else, because it's like you know what's happening afterwards. You know all that crap that's going to happen, all the decisions I've made, and whatever it is, and trying to go back to this one and stay in that moment is like just like Max was trying to stay in that moment before she knew bad stuff was going on. So it was the parallel in real world was kind of crazy, and then just how gut-wrenching the end of that episode is. It's if you've known the story, you kind of know where it's going, but actually seeing it happen is just rips your heart out, and how the very, very the last thing that happens in it, like it's like a touching thing between the two friends, but you know that's the end of Chloe as she was before, like the happy and artistic and trying and things like that. Now it's just like, you know who she's going to be going forward, and it's just kind of sad. But I'm trying to figure out why I connect so much with that story, and I just don't know why, but I really, really, really do. So I'm super excited to play that.
Awesome Adventures.
Awesome Adventures came out today. I was going to play it before
I downloaded it. I didn't get a chance. I was hoping to get it in before, and I just did not get a chance. Yeah.
And season 2 starts September. So yeah, I'm all in for Don't Nod.
Yeah.
And,
no,
and all those
absolutely.
games.
Donut's doing a great job. I mean, I didn't talk about it much last time because we had a lot to go into. But like Vampire, very different from that, but very cool, very interesting. Like, you know, and I got to get back. Eventually, I'm gonna get back into that. Since I haven't really played too much, it's been all Kingdom Hearts. Yeah. But I've been waiting for Before the Storm to go cheaper, and it's just not. It's just like I'm waiting for like that $10. Like $10, that's what I got. What I got the first Life is Strange this season was $10. Like that's how I usually get those games. $10 for the whole thing. I'm in that. You know,
or just wait till it's on PlayStation Plus or
Games I mean, Life is Strange took a while though to get to the PlayStation Plus. I think was the one that had it for free.
Yeah, totally. But
that took a while. But that'd be nice if I jumped on there.
It's some of the dialogue is hokey and probably not accurate, but I think just the tone and the just the interactions in between the two main characters and just how the story unfolds. It's really engrossing, and I love it. So I know that 2 is going a little bit different direction, but I hope it doesn't go too far. Yeah. I really want to see what happens more to Max going forward.
Yeah. Cool.
That's all I got. Steak, you want to do what's for new releases now, or do you want to hold on to those for the big subject of all the games coming out the rest of the year?
Well, sure, we could do that. That's fine.
Extra.
Fuck.
Thank you.
I'm ready for you.
Oh, look at that! Right in my face.
Yeah. Suck it.
Steak's gonna go poop.
You can't pull one over on the champ like that.
Steak's going poop right now, everyone.
Well, this kind of ties into stuff we'll talk about later, but so Fortnite launched on Switch.
Yes, it did.
Points. But PS4 players found out that they can't use their accounts on the Switch because there's something in the terms of service when you start on PlayStation that says that your account, all your account belonged to Sony.
All your account belonged to Sony now.
All your base belonged to me.
Man,
it's there's no benefit. Like I don't understand why Sony would do that. But they don't really lose anything with this.
I agree.
Shut up. Sony did release a statement on there that I don't know. It's all corporate speak, but anyway.
Is it thing about the kids again?
Maybe. Oh, wait, Dylan Kids? What's going on?
No, didn't you remember?
No, remember that
like
for Minecraft when they were like, "Why won't Minecraft go? Why won't you do crossplay for Minecraft?" Like, well, we're trying to protect the children.
Oh, that was when crossplay like first started getting talked about.
Yeah.
With Rocket League.
Uh-huh.
We have
wanna
we have
protect
an
the
investment in our community. And we need to provide a safe environment. Yeah, bullshit. All right. Their statement was, "We're always open to hearing what the PlayStation community is interested in to enhance their gaming experience. With more than 80 million monthly active users on PlayStation Network, we've built a huge community of gamers who can play together on Fortnite and all online titles. We also offer Fortnite crossplay support with PC, Mac, iOS, and Android devices, expanding the opportunity for Fortnite fans on PS4 to play with even more gamers on other platforms. We have nothing further to add beyond this point."
stupid.
Yep.
Yeah, I think money is definitely part of it. I think their thought on it is, hey, we have people who have already invested money into their account here, and they're going to rather stay here and continue to put money in so they don't lose their stuff.
But they would keep doing that. Like
the only way that makes
and they wouldn't lose anything by allowing them to go elsewhere.
the only way that makes any sense for Sony to do this is if the V-Bucks purchased through the PSN is going to Sony, a portion of it going to Sony.
Right.
Like if I buy V-Bucks, but I think you buy those through the game.
No, you buy them through the PlayStation Store, and 30% goes to Sony.
There you go.
With anything through the PlayStation
But
Store.
we'll talk about Fortnite on the Switch later. But I feel like I buy those through the game. I haven't bought them. I'm never going to buy them. But I feel like there's an option to do that isn't the game. I wonder if they just reroute you to the eShop.
Yeah.
It probably is, because like in MLB The Show, I know there's an option in the game to buy stubs for the Diamond Dynasty, and when you hit it, it launches the PlayStation Store and takes you to the page.
Well, there's your reason.
But
80 million people to buy V-Bucks from them.
But I mean, here's part of it though which I don't. I mean, I get why people are pissed off because crossplay is a thing now, and people are Switch players are playing with Xbox players, are playing with PC players, are playing with mobile players. But think about all the online games you bought before. Have you ever been able to transfer over your Call of Duty account? Have you ever been able to can you transfer over your Rainbow Six account?
Yeah, but I think the difference.
But the difference is though you can on every other system. You can move your Epic account around on every other system.
You cannot go from Switch to PS4.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's the thing. Sony is the only
No, you can't go from Switch to PS4. That's Nintendo blocking that.
But no, you can go from Switch to Xbox.
We can't go from Switch to PS4.
Right, that's Sony blocking.
No, it's not.
It is. It's Sony.
Not.
Because Sony can't go elsewhere, and anyone else who has an account elsewhere can't go to PS4. If you have an Xbox, you can't go to PS4 either. That's Sony. Because
you might be right on that, but here's another question I have about the whole thing. Epic is just kind of like passing the buck on this whole thing. It's your account in your ecosystem.
Yeah.
How do you not?
But the fact that
how do you sit there and go like, meh, it's a Sony thing?
Because the fact that you can do it elsewhere makes me think it is. That makes everyone think it is a Sony thing because you can go everywhere else with your account.
It's an Epic account.
I know, but I think Sony must. That's what I'm saying. Sony must have some type of regulation on a Sony linked Epic account. There's got to be a thing.
I'm sure they do, and I'm sure everyone. I'm sure everyone hit X accept as soon as they played it.
Because we can't play the game otherwise if you don't hit it.
Right, and that had to be written in because of Sony, but you can bring your account anywhere unless you linked it to your PS4.
Yeah,
then you're fucked.
Sony's the bad guy here, but Epic could have just said no, we're not giving you that right. I mean, Epic is complicit in this.
Yeah, well, didn't Fortnite come on PS4 first? I'm like 99% sure.
I don't know if it did, but I know
remember.
Its big claim to fame was it was the first battle royale game on PS4.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking.
But I mean,
I can't remember.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Sony is not innocent in this by any means, but nobody's looking at Epic when it's an Epic account, and they had to concede this control at some point. But everyone's going, "Fuck you, Sony, fix this." Why not? Hey, Epic, put the screws to Sony and get them to fix this.
I think that is going to change anyway. I think it's just too much of an out. I mean, this is the biggest game in the world right now, right? Yeah. So, like, attaching a bad press to the biggest game in the world is just bad for Sony right now.
Right.
So I think at some point it's going to change over.
I mean, and not everyone has the means to do this, but if I was super into this game, I would just say fuck it, and I'd start playing on any other system.
Yeah, a lot of people have. a lot of people who were playing on
I mean,
PS4 haven't played
people
it
need to
elsewhere.
speak with their wallet.
And if I'm starting for the first time, you're damn right I'm not starting it on a PS4 for the first time.
Spoiler alert, I'm really enjoying my Switch version of Fortnite. So
Hey, you should check it out on Xbox too. You can do that.
I can do that.
Okay.
No, I'm not doing that. I'll tell
But
you.
you can.
I'll explain why later.
Spoiler alert later, I had some issues.
Oh, really?
So
No.
So I'm just going to be talking about
yeah,
Fortnite?
it might be. You might be talking about both games today.
Whatever, that's fine. I got way more to talk about Fortnite than Castlevania. Thing in the place, whatever that thing is called. The mystery of the thing in the place.
The thing in the place. I think you just named every Castlevania.
Every Castlevania and every Harry Potter.
All right, next news item. The World Health Organization has named gaming disorder as an officially recognized disease.
That's awesome. So I really plan on taking some time off work for this. And can I get like workman's comp for doing this? Like, especially when Spider-Man comes out. I think that's.
Oh my
I
god,
think
yes.
Did either of you guys go through actually like read like the diagnosis?
did not.
So I got like halfway through before my eyes started rolling back in my head. Basically, the description they have, just take the general like official diagnosis of addiction and put gaming tied to it.
Can like Karen like write me a prescription for this?
No.
Oh damn.
Dibs.
What is this doctorate good for?
Yeah.
She can, I don't know.
I can not
She can help you get in touch with your feelings
benefit us.
I don't.
and figure out why
I'm so
you're
sick of my
how
feelings.
you fucked up your life.
I'm so sick of my feelings and thinking about my life and how I
But,
fucked it
maybe
up.
she should figure out why I'm so addicted to this.
Yeah,
video
right.
game,
My
you know?
I feel like if I didn't have this,
Why am I playing 60 hours of Kingdom Hearts a week? Why?
Well, here's the caveat: you have to like play that ridiculous amount like for a full year for it to be diagnosed.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Like your life would literally have to fall apart.
That's fine. I've been there before.
Your woman would kick you out of the house.
yeah,
yeah.
probably.
Your parents wouldn't take you back in.
No,
Yeah,
no,
they
wouldn't.
might.
Doubtful. Your parents are not going to let
brother
you.
would take you in.
Your parents are not going to. Your parents are not going to sit there and let you play 60 hours of video games a week. And
That's
not
also
work.
true.
Never mind.
Let's go
They'd
on.
have
Move on.
their collective feet so far up your ass.
Moving on.
Let's talk about your parents.
Topic of the day.
Lovely people.
My dad had successful knee replacement surgery today, so get well soon.
So he's
Dad.
like 65% robot now, right?
The lower half, yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Got 2 resurfaced hips, 1 new knee now, and 1 second new knee later.
Yeah, we got your robot legs. It's a risky operation.
He's building a.
I will gladly take a army of Mr. Karnat super soldiers.
They're rebuilding him faster, stronger.
So Crackdown 3 is a thing, supposedly. News story came out that the series original co-developer, or the co-developer of Crackdown 3 and the series creator left the project. And the main reason was the cloud service they were talking about using to run all this massive environment destruction and moldability. It was called like CloudGen or something.
Yeah.
CloudGine. I don't know.
Something like that.
Epic bought them out, and the creator of Crackdown went to work for Epic as their head of, I think, esports or something, or cloud, I don't know, something
Good
or
move.
other. So the theory is that that's pushed back the development of Crackdown a bit. Also, could be a good reason why the trailer we saw last year at E3 was vastly different from the original trailer and announcement we saw.
Oh, yeah. No, I think, yeah.
Because, that cloud technology is not there. I mean, granted,
It's,
Microsoft has their own massive cloud infrastructure.
which they are kind of, because, did you guys listen to that Phil Spencer interview he did with the guy from Giant Bomb? Great. Anyone go check it out. This is from, I think it was like night 2 of E3 2018. Phil Spencer with Giant Bomb. It's a great interview. I mean, I can listen to Phil talk all day. I think he's great. But he gets into, part of it is he gets into the whole Crackdown development, and it's where he starts talking about this a little bit, and then that's how he discovers like, oh yeah, we were gonna say a certain date, but when I found out all these other games were coming out, we pulled the exact date and just said February. But he did mention like, oh yeah, he's like, because like I forget his name from the guy from Giant Bob.
Gerstmann.
Gerstmann, yeah. So he's
It's the only one whose name I know.
Yep. He's the only one that anyone knows. But he asked him like, what was going on? Like, does it still have this, you guys first introduced this cloud system and everything? He's like, and Phil right away was like, yeah, we have a version of it that's still destructible and everything like that. So it's not the true, again, that's why, this all comes in. It's not what we saw.
And
when
that
Xbox
first initial
One, yeah,
launch
no, it's
or
not. It's
announcement.
different. But you could tell Phil is like, no, like he's like because he even made a mention, like he's like, yeah, we probably could have released this soon, but I said no. I was like, this doesn't. He's like I was playing it, and he's like, I'm like, this doesn't feel like Crackdown. We need more work.
By the time Crackdown 3 comes out, it's gonna be a text adventure. Like it's just like
It's gonna be a Alexa game, like
yeah, it's gonna be like the
Skyrim.
Like Skyrim, that'd be awesome.
I'm getting a beer.
I eat all the cheese.
Go for it.
I am. I opened your fridge earlier. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, there's a ton in there still.
Watch them lawyers.
Yeah.
Don't. It's all fun and games till you like snag your toe on a wire. Everything goes flying.
Carry on.
No, I think you're gonna want to be here for this one.
All right, hold on.
Clock's ticking. We had nothing but dead air here for you.
Just take it off.
No.
I really just want the dead air. So Mike's getting a beer, and he's popping the cap, and he's rounding the corner, and
He's taking his time.
It just falls apart when I'm not in there. All right.
if there's anyone here who's got something to say about this, it might be you.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay. I'm back.
So, The Walking Dead's final season.
Oh, I do have something to say about that.
It's been announced that that's going to be the last game to use what's been the Telltale engine so far. After that, the next game will be Stranger Things, which will use... what engine's that using? What's the one that can go on like every platform?
Unreal?
No, not Unreal. Fuck.
Unity?
Yes, Unity.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Great.
Yeah.
I
it's about fucking time.
Is it going to fix the crashing?
You would imagine.
They're having some issues developing with the new engine.
There's a mix of that and like, it's time. No.
Oh, absolutely.
It was time like 4 years ago.
Yeah, it's been time.
They redid it. They redid pieces of it. Yes, right. They redid pieces
Drink
of
sideways.
Thanks, Ali.
Thank you, Ollie.
Sorry.
The fuck was I talking about? So they redid a little bit of the engine with Batman Season 1, and you had a little bit of physics and things or whatever, and it's
Which that game came out like, what, 2.5 years ago?
Yeah.
came out
They
2.5
just
years
added physics.
Yeah. So I mean, that game just came out, and like they haven't really put out a ton between them. I don't know if you noticed, like they had like that like couple years where they just had so much shit.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They really didn't. The Stranger Things announcement is exciting.
The Stranger Things announcement flew under the radar at E3.
Oh, it totally did. Yeah, absolutely.
And
is this also why Wolf Among Us Season 2 was delayed?
Probably.
Because that's awesome.
That
would be exciting.
It is delayed. I don't know if if this is the last game they're putting out, then
that's exciting.
So that's fine. I mean,
take your time.
Yeah, however that game comes out, I'll be ecstatic.
Oh, absolutely.
So, and I said this like months ago. I'm worried about that game just because most people who wrote the original one are no longer there.
Yeah.
But whatever. So yeah, Telltale's going through a lot of changes right now. There's not a lot of those people that were there.
A lot.
That made it.
They've cut staffing by a ridiculous amount.
So
they're reducing the frequency in which they put out games.
Mm-hmm. So there's a lot going on there. So I love those games. I've played almost all of them, and I really do still enjoy them despite their flaws. So I'm hoping that it just this gives them a chance to stay modern, keep doing their thing, keep telling new and interesting stories in known properties. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
They could be doing some crazy shit now for Stranger Things with that new engine too. Because Unity, I mean, you could do so much more with that. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just a better looking model. I had no problems for a while with the way those games look.
Yeah.
But I am so sick of that style in their games now.
Like for Walking Dead and Wolf Among Us, it was a comic book games, right? So like having that comic book art look was cool.
Fine, yeah.
Then when you get to like Game of Thrones, it
was weird. Then Back to the Future.
Yeah, Back to the Future. That's just so bad. It just didn't work. It worked for more. It works for some properties more than the other properties. Like the comic book based stuff worked really well. Borderlands worked great because it was kind of the same idea.
That was fine. That is this. Yeah.
So like those were fine, but like the ones that like didn't have that, didn't really jive.
For sure.
So Mike, I have a question.
Yeah.
At the end of the third season, when they make you put down Clem, how are you going to react to that?
Fourth season. I'm not going to. I am so terrified that I'm going to make some bad choices. And, like, I really am. And, like, I don't rewind. Like whatever I get what I get. I don't get upset, but I will get really upset if I do something that's going to lead to Clem's demise. And if that's the only way it gets to that end, I will still be fucking sad as shit. But at least if I didn't have any way to like any impact on it, then it is what it is. But that would be. I'm still not emotionally prepared for season 4 and what I think might happen to Clem. So we'll see what happens when it happens.
Well, if you haven't played them yet, now's the time to do it.
Oh yeah,
because if you pre-order the new season, you get everything else before it for free.
Yep, you get all
the complete Walking Dead series.
You get the 3 main seasons, 400 days, and then Michonne.
Yeah,
Michonne was pretty good too.
So that's pretty awesome. I mean, if you've never played them and you've always heard about things, now you get everything. Like that's pretty cool.
It's like $25, and you're getting hours of content, and one of my favorite games of all time, which is season 1.
I played season 1, and I never even started up season 2.
I started season 1. Did I finish? I don't even know if I finished the first episode, to be honest. But not for lack of not enjoying. I just first of all, I'm not a Walking Dead fan. Period. But it was just one of those games where I started. I was like, okay, I'll come back to this sometime, and just never gone back to it. It was like free on Xbox, you know, so I have it downloaded.
A bunch of them have been free on.
I think the first 2 seasons have been free quite often. Yeah. So, but still, I mean, that's still a great deal.
I'm pretty sure I own season 2 on it, one if not multiple platforms. I've never really had the urge to play it.
I think what the problem was like season 1, we had also got it for free for Vita as a PlayStation Plus, and it does not work at all on the Vita.
Oh no! Imagine that.
Yeah, I know. Literally,
they can't get games to run right on PlayStation
you can't advance it or anything.
Fucking Xbox. You think games that run on a Vita?
I was so upset over that though. But The Wolf Among Us, I know works on that. It's on Vita and it works from what I hear very well. So I don't know.
I was speaking of games that don't work well. They had the WWF game or WWE game on Switch for sale for like $20.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
I heard it was so bad.
But I know they've patched it a couple times, so it's more playable. But more playable doesn't mean this is playable.
So. Which is so upsetting because I think
it'll be so much fun.
Perfect on the Switch.
And they're probably switching. They're not switching. They're probably passing on putting it on this year because
they've only announced it for Xbox One and PS4 so far. And I think
unless they can get their shit together, you might as well just leave it off.
I say take a year off.
Yeah,
and then
figure it out.
Take the full 2 development cycles to figure it out on Switch and release something awesome next year there because that'd be great.
Last quick news item I just thought of right now: State of Decay 2 was the highest selling game last month per NPD.
Yeah, that's impressive.
I still don't believe those numbers.
I don't know how. Well, okay, there's a little bit of a perfect storm involved with this, right? So like, there's been Xbox players have been looking for an exclusive for a while, right?
Yep.
The game did look good, and the people for State of Decay 1 have like a rabid following.
Oh, yeah.
So all of those people bought that game.
Oh, of course.
All the people who have been waiting on an Xbox exclusive bought that game. People looking for a $30 game bought that game.
Right.
So I think it's one of those things where it's kind of like a nice, mix of a lot of things happening all together for this one. But I also think that's probably all the people who are going to buy this game. Because I think that I think they're not even going to chart next month.
Well, when they were asked about Sea of Thieves, when that had good numbers the first month, Xbox claimed, no, these are just paid purchases, not Game Pass. Mm-hmm. I'm still not sure I buy that after hearing this.
There's no way to check. That's the problem.
Right.
Like,
right, yeah, there's no way to get
confirmation. What are we going to know?
Exactly. But yeah, no, like that's one of those games too. I downloaded it. I've just not gotten around to it yet. I want to check it out because I've been hearing it's a lot of fun. I hear it's a lot of fun. I hear like the single player is actually pretty decent too for it, which was surprising because a game like that I expected it was going to be more focused just on all the multiplayer stuff. But from what people are saying, they did take their they actually spent a little bit of time on the single player, so it is worth going through.
Cool. All right, now topic of the show. It's our 3rd annual What's Coming Out the Rest of the Year episode. So it is damn near the end of June. So we're halfway through the year. So we're going to talk about the games that are coming out for the rest of this year, what we're excited about and what we're not.
I was saying most of it should have been announced already.
Yeah.
We might get a couple here and there, but
we're going to have some world exclusive announcements here today on some games that have never been talked about before.
Console exclusive.
Time console periodic exclusive.
Launch exclusive.
Console launch exclusive. What does that mean? At least they got better this year.
They got way better.
They're
way better this year.
They're very straight about what their exclusives meant this time around because I think everyone was super confused last year.
I'm so pissed about Xbox exclusives. You gotta buy one. God, this bullshit. Because I didn't realize when I was counting them up the first time.
One's all you need, buddy.
I didn't know you got the exact number because I thought that pop game for Gears Pop. I thought that was gonna be a Xbox One game, but it's not. It's a
not.
mobile
It's
game,
mobile, yeah.
and so is that other game is a mobile.
Yeah.
game. So only one of those Gears games was exclusive to the system. So you got the exact number you needed to get it right.
Yep.
Bullshit.
Right.
God damn it, Kojima! Why? Sorry.
Kojima's just in a corner, just stroking it. I got another person worked up.
Just say,
you, Mike.
just say
Fuck you, Mike.
this eon. Just give me any time period you want.
I mean,
That is
years ago, like within the first year that it was like shown or announced, he said it'll be out before the 2020 Olympics.
but that was nothing. I mean,
That wasn't at the C3.
If you wanna give
That
it to
was
me,
just
I'll take the
No,
victory.
it was not the C3.
That was PSX 3 years ago.
It was PSX when PSX was worth watching.
Yeah. Oh my God. They better not do the same bullshit this year.
God damn it, Kojima! I believed in you.
Love you, Kojima.
All right. Here we go.
Say it ain't so, Kojima.
So starting with June 28th, Inside and Limbo for the Nintendo Switch.
Both great games.
It's not a new release.
MotoGP 18 is also that day for the Nintendo Switch.
It's a lot of GP.
June 29th, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy for Switch, PC, and Xbox One. The Crew 2, PC, PS4, Xbox One. Psychedelica of the Ashen Hawk for the PlayStation Vita.
That is an amazing name.
Right.
I don't know what I can't.
It's a visual novel, of course.
Oh, of course
it is.
It's on Vita. It's on Vita. What do you think
Anything
it
coming
is?
out for the Vita nowadays is you can almost guarantee it is a visual novel. For
My
like
God.
90% of them are visual novels.
Mother of God.
Can you get that name one more time?
Psychedelica of the Ashen Hawk.
Damn.
I might need to buy it just for the name itself. It's
I don't want to play this piece of shit, but I like your name.
Of all the times the random name generators come up with crap, one time it hits gold.
Then the last game on June 29th is Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus for the Nintendo Switch.
So I just want to see how it runs.
I guarantee it's gonna run just like Doom, which is supposed to run really well. July 3rd, Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered edition
Dad jokes.
for PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
Really like that game, despite the awful name. Speaking of bad names,
yeah.
that's
Oh,
an
yeah.
awful
Oh,
name.
that's
That game's
terrible.
super fun though, and it's kind of like an understated gem, I think, from the PlayStation 3 era, and everything is just destructible and
Yeah, if you've never played it,
yeah, super fun.
consider it. I don't know how much it's gonna cost, but consider it. If it's like $20,
Well, it is
consider it.
remastered, so
Well,
I
yeah.
imagine it might be full
Yeah.
price.
July 10th, Shining Renaissance Refrain for PC, Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. I actually downloaded the demo of that. It's interesting. JRPG people, look out for that. It's a game that came out on PS3, Japan only, that never made it to the States, and now they're
Sounds
redoing
like
it and releasing it here everywhere. July 11th, Warhammer Vermintide 2 for Xbox One. July 13th, two big games. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker for Switch and Nintendo DS, 3DS.
I real quick. You were talking about the demo. I played it too. I did really like it. I want to know how much that game ramps up difficulty wise. I'm curious. 'Cause I think that's going to be a big determinant of how much I actually like that game.
Because those levels are really easy, like
Super easy.
insanely easy.
Yeah,
and I'm sure it gets difficult, but then also too, like, I'm wondering if it. I hope it doesn't all of a sudden like it's like okay, you're cruising along, and all of a sudden boom, you can't beat this level,
Or just
oh.
like there's no way of you knowing that you should turn left down this hallway. You can't even see where you're at, type of thing.
Even
So-
like spinning it around, you don't see it.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
That's not difficulty. That's bullshit. is what it
That's
is.
what I'm
Right,
saying.
right, exactly.
Like, difficulty
No,
for
absolutely.
difficulty's sake, like trying to figure out the order of events to get from A to B. Fine, I'm all about it. But like, if I'm just supposed to just know I'm supposed to go left when I can't see where I'm going, I think that would.
You're not. They're making it old school. You have to have an older brother who knows someone who's showing you how to get there.
His uncle works for Nintendo.
Exactly.
All right.
At least
Oh, no,
that's
you
what he told
You got to
me.
call the hotline to get that tip.
$3.99 the first minute,
That's right.
99 cents each additional minute.
Yep. Also on July 13th.
You can party with hot local teens too.
It's a Corey hotline. It's a deep cut Simpsons joke there, everyone.
Awesome. Octopath Traveler for the Nintendo Switch.
I've heard good things.
Super
I have the demo
pumped.
downloaded. Haven't played it.
Yeah, I haven't gotten
You might
around
like
to
it because it is full turn-based, like
RPG.
old school RPG.
Yeah.
That is up my alley as
Yeah.
far as RPGs go.
Yeah, I downloaded that new 3-hour demo. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Damn,
yet,
it's a
'cause-
3-hour
'cause
demo?
It's a 3-hour because you get to play up to 3 hours of the game, and your save transfers.
They
into the
didn't.
actual
They
game.
did announce there will be no additional content released for that game.
Woo! Because it's a complete game. Their exact words, which is hilarious.
Drop a mic on that one.
Yep. July 17th, Sonic Mania Plus for Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. That's all that extra stuff to it, and the physical copies of them, like legit physical copies, not just download codes in the physical copy. July 19th, Closed Nightmare for Switch and PS4. July 24th, Mega Man X Legacy Collection.
Woo!
PC, Switch, PS4, Xbox One.
Because 10 Mega Man games are not enough on my Switch. I need 8 more?
8 more.
You need all the Mega Man
8
games.
more.
I need all of them. I really do. And I love
Plus
X.
11.
I'm going to need 11.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone said 11 looks really good.
It does look awesome.
But I think I've always preferred X more than the OG Mega Man. So I'm super pumped for that one.
X games are fun. I'm considering getting that too. July 24th, No Man's Sky for Xbox One.
The Mansky.
But that's supposed to have that big overhaul update that's supposed to come with it.
I just want it to be
I don't
free on a Plus or Xbox Game of Gold.
So you can see what it is
just
now?
so I can see. Cause
Yeah.
I was there on day 1.
Right.
I played
Cool.
on day 2. I returned it on day 3. And I want to see how much has changed since
Right.
then.
Yep. No, for sure. Also on July 24th, the Banner Saga 3 for PC, Mac, Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. Which I hear people love that series. So
You would-
a lot of
you
people are
would
really
hate
excited.
that series.
Oh, I know. It's a tactical
Yeah.
RPG. No, thank you. But I hear people are really enjoying that series.
Oh, thinking.
Yeah.
Tactics.
Nope. July 27th, Hello Neighbor for Nintendo Switch, PS4, Android, and iOS.
I was pumped for that game, and then it came out and everyone hated it. So I guess it didn't quite live up to any of the promises it was supposed to.
It's a shame
live up
because it
to.
looked really cool.
It looked- yeah.
very different, and interesting.
Yeah, basically, the whole point of the game is like you're just trying to basically break into your neighbor's house and get into the basement because he's doing something down there,
Right.
a la Rear Window or The Burbs.
I was going to say, it's the
depending on-
Burbs.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like,
Or what was that other movie that came out just a couple of years ago? I never got around to seeing it, but I heard it was really good. Where they break into that guy's house, he's blind.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. But
Lights Out?
that might be
maybe.
right.
I don't know. But that it came out a couple of years
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's kind of remember.
I remember
And-
seeing a trailer for that.
Yeah, it looked good.
And
I heard good things.
And every time you break into this house, the neighbor learns. So like you can never go in there and do the same thing over and over and over
Right.
again. So it's like that. It's kind of cool, like because there's a lot of different. It's one house. So there's a lot of different things you can do in that one house. But I guess it just never really lived. It just became super cheap and like it didn't live up to any promises.
Gotcha. July 31st, Code of Princess EX for Nintendo Switch.
Vita. Oh.
August 1st, Yakuza 0 for the PC. PC users, go jump that on that.
I did buy 0.
Woo!
I have not played it.
That's all right.
It was all Fortnite's fault.
That's all right.
More later.
At least you got it. August 3rd, WarioWare Gold for the Nintendo 3DS. Super pumped for that.
I'm not.
I love WarioWare games.
I do too. I want to. I don't have them.
I love it.
I just can't play anything on the DS.
On August 7th, Overcooked 2, PC, Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. August 9th, Layton's Mystery Journey DX for the Nintendo Switch.
Wait, what? There's a Layton game coming out for the
I
Switch?
guess so. What's that A stand for? What does the A stand for?
Asshole.
Is it Ace Attorney?
No, it's like one of those like footer notes.
Yeah.
things. I don't know what that.
Japan only.
Oh god, just fucking.
Japan only. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Sorry. God
damn it.
I'll try to ignore those so you guys don't get that from now on. So don't get excited over something.
It's just all good. It's all good news from Mike tonight.
But you know that. But you know what that means. It's coming.
I would imagine.
It's
Yeah,
coming.
they usually come to Japan first.
Yeah, they always
yeah,
come
but
here.
I've been
So-
wanting to play. I've never played a Professor Layton game. I want that on the Switch and an Ace Attorney game on the Switch so bad.
Yeah.
Give me a collection of the Ace Attorney games. I would be so happy.
It's coming.
No, it's
don't
like
worry.
I was like I figured I would have heard of that. You know, like I did so much like looking at the internet for those for all that time period. I was sick as shit.
They would have shown that off at E3 if that was the case. I would have think.
Damn it! Steve.
No, they didn't show anything outside of Smash Brothers.
True. Very true. Also on August 9th, Okami HD for Nintendo Switch. And for
Maybe this is the next game I'm gonna play.
Yushin Okami.
And for you Japan owners out there, Yakuza 3 for the PS4.
I'm just so sick of the Japan owners right now.
See, this is why I kept telling myself I want to learn Japanese. So you get ahead of them these games. They always get everything first.
So Yakuza has the Kiwami series, which is
They're the remaster.
Remaster or remake?
I think they're the remake.
Well, remake. Technically, they're called. Yeah, I would call them remakes.
But the
'cause they're-
remasters are like
starting with this one with Yakuza 3 is a remaster. So it's because that was on
Same
PS3.
game, prettier graphics.
Okay.
Because that, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so this one was on PS3, but they're putting it on PS4.
So they're not going to have a 3 Kiwami as well, most likely.
No, this is their Kiwami.
Okay.
But it's like, but they're just calling it 3. It's just the remaster because it was again because it was already the 3D. You know, it's just more.
It was modern enough.
It was modern enough to where they could just bump up the resolution and maybe I'm sure make some tweaks and stuff because they've been doing a very good job with these Yakuza games.
Yeah, one coming out every month.
Yep. August 10th, Madden 19 for everything.
Did you get a cover for that guy yet?
PC, PS4, Xbox.
For Owens.
Yeah.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, TO.
Because, you know, of all the people going into the Hall of Fame, he's the one that...
Not going to the Hall of Fame when he gets inducted to the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, he used to throw his own party and probably charge a admittance fee.
I'm sure.
Because, you know, he was a loudmouth and ran out of the NFL.
Also on August 10th, We Happy Few for PC, Xbox One, and PS4.
I'll be interested to hear impressions on that as it gets closer.
Yeah, that's
I really like
wait for reviews.
I've liked both the trailers they've shown for that the past two E3s. So I know they did the beta release or whatever after last year's E3 that didn't go over so well, but I'll be interested to hear what people think of that one as it gets closer.
Actually, it's a full game.
Yeah,
Yep.
Agreed. Jinx.
that's gonna make the rest of this part really long.
So my kids have found the magic of Jinx recently.
Oh, no.
And now Lucy's going, like, you'll be Jinx. She's like, if you talk, there will be dire consequences.
That makes me think of, oh my god.
That's when you go, oh yeah, you want to see dire consequences? You're grounded.
Yeah.
What is the name? I am blanking on the name. It's Matt Stone and Trey Parker's very first movie, Cannibal the Musical.
No.
You guys ever see that?
No, why did it
like,
exist?
so, like, there's a part of like
I couldn't have pulled that one out
oh my god!
of any
If you guys
part of
have
my
never
memory.
seen this, I have this on DVD. We
Their
need to have a viewing one night.
Their first movie I know of is Basketball.
Oh
Yeah.
no, we need to have a viewing one night because like there's a part where he's like yeah there'll be dire consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Make me think, and then there's a guy who's going you're doomed. Like oh my god, like, you got to see it. It's hilarious.
Maybe Lucy watched that movie. I don't
maybe.
know. It's-
Is that a movie
God,
Lucy should be
I hope
watching?
not. I hope she hasn't seen that.
I don't know
It's
about
Matt
that.
Stone and Trey
I was
Parker.
I don't know that movie, but I know those two guys.
Yeah,
Should a child be watching
they
this?
did come across Sausage Party on accident on Netflix.
Oh.
They were just flicking
Oh,
through,
shit.
and they thought it was animated. And they got about 10 minutes in, and they had enough good sense to turn it off. So
Oh,
Yeah, you know, I got about 10 minutes in and had enough good sense to turn it off.
that movie's so bad.
Yeah.
it's crude just for the sake of being crude.
Well,
It's not even good.
me and the wife watch it when I just, crude. I love crude humor.
Oh, so do
usually.
I. Oh yeah.
But we got about maybe 15 minutes in. I'm like, I looked at her, I'm like, this is bad.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, I think it's funny there. I'm like, all right.
It gets continually worse throughout the movie.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So
August 14th, Death's Gambit, PC and PS4. Also on the 14th, The Walking Dead: The Final Season, Episode 1, PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
my body's not ready.
Also on August 14th, World of Warcraft, Battle for Azeroth
I'm in.
for PC and Mac.
Oh.
You lie.
On
Couldn't pay me enough to play that. Remember, you could. It would just cost a lot of money.
I am so glad I am off of that junk. Ooh,
Off that smack.
Woo!
So you're saying that should be a gift.
Yeah, no, I like my job.
Do you? It sounds like you've been watching soccer at your job for the past 2 weeks.
I have been as I'm doing my work. It's been great. August 24th, F1 2018 for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Also on the 24th, this is the game I'm actually very interested in. Little Dragon's Cafe for Nintendo Switch and PS4. I don't know if you ever seen this or not. It kind of reminds me of some kind of like an RPG, but all mixed with Harvest Moon.
Okay.
And you're basically you're these two kids who like are in charge of like a cafe or whatever, but you have this dragon that you use to fly to different areas of the world to gather different ingredients and stuff like that. Like in the art style is like a colored pencil, almost like art style. Like so, like I said, it's coming out on Switch and PS4. So obviously PS4, it'll probably look the same, but have like 60 frames compared to 30 frames on Switch. This is something I'm actually really considering on Switch because I think that'd be an awesome. Like I've seen a couple videos on it, so I'm kind of keeping my eye on that one. August 28th, Monster Hunter fans out there, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch. Strange Brigade for the PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Have you guys seen anything on this game? It's going to get bad reviews. Okay. But first of all, it's one of those type of games where you just look at it, you're like, okay, this is going to get bad reviews. But this might be one of the most fun games ever. Like, I have this gut feeling. It's going to be hilarious and fun.
Strange Brigade.
It's very interesting. It's like a third person shooter, but there's like a team of 4 and stuff. Like,
is it one of those things where it critically bombs, but the Steam reviews will be off the charts?
That's what I have a gut feeling on. Yes.
It's going to be on Twitch.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So check that out.
It's huge on Twitch.
Oh, I didn't know this was happening. August 28th, Victor Vran Overkill Edition for the Nintendo Switch.
Huh?
So this game is kind of like, okay, so the only reason why I know this game is because the Overkill Edition is they added in Lemmy from Motorhead as a playable character.
Okay.
And
You have my attention.
and like there's like a whole Motorhead area like that's like based upon like their like it's all like metal and like Motorhead's blasting where it
So
goes
what is the
levels.
game?
It's kind of like Diablo.
Okay.
It's like Diablo kind of gameplay.
That makes sense. That mixes with metal pretty well.
Absolutely. So like Victor Vran was like it was its own game on PC. It came out only on PC. Very quiet. No one heard about it. It was like it was a small it wasn't highly rated, but it was okay rated. And then like once they added this edition, everyone bought it because it's Motorhead. Because they added a bunch of like I said, like Lemmy and like just Motorhead shit and metal and all this. So I had no idea. That's exciting. But unfortunately, it comes out the exact same day as Yakuza Kiwami 2 for the PS4.
Kiwami.
Fuckers.
Kiwami.
And it's also the baby's due date.
Kiwami.
You'll have plenty of time for.
I know. I was just saying, yeah, for those first couple of months. Yeah, so I might as well stock up then while I'm at home, not at work with the baby.
until they start moving.
Yes.
Pretty much.
So August 31st, Naruto to Boruto, Shinobi Striker for PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
Naruto to Boruto sounds like some bullshit I would say if I was making fun of it.
Exactly. Naruto.
Fucking nerds.
It's supposed to be a beat 'em up, so we'll see. But Shinobi Striker makes me think it's like some kind of like second.
I
Almost like a
don't want to put.
weird
I really don't want to
spin
put any more thought into it.
Where are we right now? Like end of August?
Yeah.
So I still have plenty of time to play God of War is what I'm getting here.
Oh yeah, you're still good.
You buy it yet?
Nope.
Oh, nice. And then it says to be announced for August, a game called Dead Cells. I think I remember seeing something about this.
Yeah.
PC, Mac, Linux, Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. So it'll be a Metrovania kind of game.
Cool.
Going into September, this is where it gets busy, boys. September 4th, we're kicking it off with Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of an Elusive Age for PC and PS4. So excited for this. Cannot fucking wait. It was the whole reason why I got started on learning Japanese, because I wanted to play this way earlier.
Yeah.
And then that
So you got a couple months.
got off the chain of that.
Well, listen, when the kid's not moving around, you
Yeah.
can learn Japanese.
September 7th, Immortal Unchained for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Also on the 7th, SNK Heroines Tag Team Frenzy for Nintendo Switch and PS4. Actually looks like a fun SNK fighter.
That was on a direct at some point, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's been on a couple directs now. It's like, it's very non-Nintendo-like. Very fan servicey anime.
Fan servicey that doesn't involve their own Nintendo characters is not very Nintendo-like.
Yes. And then the big boy for September 7th, Spider-Man. PS4.
Yes.
Hey, we finally hit a game I care about.
I am so excited for that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't care. I am spending the money on that collector's edition statue. I am so.
Did you already pre-order that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the
I was like,
minute it went up.
That's been sold out.
Oh,
for
I know.
months. I think some went up last week at GameStop.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure they're
The
gone.
minute it went up, I'm almost kind of mad at myself for not getting a second one somewhere else to sell it, because it's gonna be. That's people that want that. Especially when they unveil what the statue.
When they went on
is.
sale, I thought about just buying a bunch of them to sell them.
Yeah.
I have a problem like seeing a reality where that game's not great. Not like just like good, but like
agreed.
Great.
I agree. There's no way it's not great. Like I just can't see that happening. September 11th, NBA 2K19, PC, Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One.
A day and date with Switch.
Yeah, looks like it this year. Kind of curious to see how they what they did with the Switch version, because they did a pretty good job with it last year, but it obviously could have used some improvements. So I'm kind of curious to see what they've done with it, because it like visually pretty stunning for a Switch game, especially on the handheld mode. September 14th as well, Black Clover Quartet Nights for PC, PS4. But the game that really matters on that day, Shadow of the Tomb Raider for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Super pumped for that.
Not played a single one of those games.
Oh, you were missing out. Have you played Rise yet?
I haven't played Rise yet. That was one of the 2 games I didn't finish in my New Year's resolution game. I still haven't played it.
I own both of them through free downloads. I bought the first one when it came out on PC.
Yeah, I had that. I put it on PC because that was at the time it was way better than the 360 PS3 version.
I just feel like I'm always like I was gonna play it, and then Uncharted 4 came out, and I was like, I'll rather play Uncharted 4. And I didn't want to play a game like that for a while, and then Horizon came out. It was like it just keeps. I don't have a.
Every time you get an itch, something else comes out.
Something that I think I'm going to enjoy better comes out.
Yeah,
something newer and shinier.
Mm-hmm. No, I hear you. But no,
I love the first game. I was a big fan of the first game.
Like I said, I will give people credit because like people they say like those games are great when you play them, but they're not memorable. Like it's one of those things where when you play it, it's awesome. When you finish, you're like that was great. But then like 2 months down the line, so what happened in that game? I don't remember. And I agree. Like those first 2 games, I can't tell you again. I can't tell you what happened back in the story. Yeah. But they were a blast to play, and I enjoyed it the time I was playing it. So that's all that matters. So September 21st, Spyro Reignited trilogy for PS4 and Xbox One. It's so weird seeing Crash and Spyro on Xbox One. Like the original PlayStation games on there. It's so crazy.
How do you feel about them being on Nintendo?
Yeah. I'm shocked Spyro is not coming out on Switch. That must be a later date. Like
that may be the same thing like Crash was.
Yeah, but Xbox One, PS4 same day for this one. So
I'm really surprised. With the whole Fortnite thing going on, and Microsoft and Nintendo were tweeting back and forth with, "Hey, let's build something together in Minecraft." I'm really surprised Nintendo hasn't come out with a Nintendo does what PlayStation don't, or something.
That might be
Nintendo do what Sony don't.
That might be coming. The way both of them have been acting lately, them and Xbox, it might come. They might be coming soon. Also on September 1st is that Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna, The Golden Country. That's the prequel I was telling you about. But that's supposed to be it's supposed to be pretty big too. So I'm pretty.
It's a standalone game, right?
You get it if you have the expansion pass. You get it along with the expansion pass, but they are releasing it as a standalone in physical copy as well, which I might have to end up doing, even though it's $10 more. But September 25th, Metal Max Xeno for PS4, and Valkyrie Chronicles 4 for PC, Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. So if you're a Valkyrie Chronicles fan, I'm sure you're ecstatic for that. On September 27th, Life is Strange Episode 1, PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Super Neptunia RPG for Nintendo Switch and PS4. September 28th, Code Vein for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. That's that anime Dark Souls game.
With vampires?
It's got a bunch of different stuff in there. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Also on September 28th, Dragon Ball FighterZ for Nintendo Switch. And FIFA 19 for PC, Switch, PS4, PS3, Xbox One, and Xbox 360. On October 2nd, Forza Horizon 4, which I will be downloading through Game Pass to check out. And I know it's going to be the best looking game, probably. Fist of the North Star, Lost Paradise.
Which is from the Yakuza people, right?
Yes. And this is based upon, I believe, a really popular anime. It was Japan only, and it sounded like it wasn't coming here. And then they released a survey, and everyone said, "Bring it."
Cool.
So it's here. Also on October 2nd, Mega Man 11, PC, Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One.
Yes, sir.
October 5th, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
I really want to be pumped for that because I haven't played an Assassin's Creed in a long time. So it looked fun.
Looks good.
I don't know how you have a game that comes before Assassin's Creed Origins, but
looks good.
It does look good. It looks very good. I do totally dig that time frame.
You forgot Fire Pro Wrestling World from August. God, come on.
That's a big one.
That wasn't on this.
I was talking about Matt. I was talking about it with Matt earlier.
I'm shocked that wasn't on this. Also on October 5th, for the second straight year, Assassin's Creed's come out the same day as a Mario game, Super Mario Party, Nintendo Switch.
Oh, man.
That's going to be exciting.
I really hope that's fun.
I hope so.
I'm getting a little concerned about, I'm a little concerned about that just because Aces Mario is kind of getting a lukewarm reaction so far.
I'm very disappointed with that I was really looking forward to picking that up, and I did not.
Yeah, I didn't either because I heard the single player was not
garbage.
good.
Which sucks.
99% of my time would be played in
Yep.
single player.
Yeah, because I got my ship pushed in when I did the online stuff in the beta. So like, that is not fun either. So the single player isn't fun. The multiplayer isn't fun unless you're playing with like you and me.
Oh,
like,
right. No, absolutely. No, I agree. October 9th, Desaiga 1 complete for PS4 and Nintendo Switch. And also WWE 2K19, PC, PS4, and Xbox One. So yeah, they're skipping, as of right now, skipping Switch.
Right.
Probably a good call if the game runs like shit.
Yeah. October 12th, Call of Duty, Black Ops 4, PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Nope.
Hard pass.
Yep. October 16th, Lego DC Supervillains for PC, Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. Speaking of another company that needs a new engine.
That one's kind of curious because those Lego games always seem. I mean, granted, adults have fun playing them, but they seem geared more towards like kid-friendly stuff.
And I don't think
How
this
do
one's
you
so
make
much.
how do you make villains kid-friendly?
Yeah.
They've been doing it. I mean, if you play like the Batman Lego games or like the
Oh, well, yeah, the Lego Batman 3.
Yeah.
Half the game was the heroes, half the game was the villains. That's true.
and they're all it's super cartoony. Like I mean, it's
Sure.
I mean, but it's like they're even like softer than from like the Batman animated series,
Yeah.
the villains. So they're even like softer than that. So
Yeah.
it's a good time,
So their big villainous thing they'll do is point and laugh, or
more or less.
go nana nana nana
And throw pies.
nana nana nana.
Throw pies.
You
And,
can't catch me.
Also on October 16th, Starlink, Battle for Atlas. Sorry. Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. I'm very curious to see how that's going to do. That looks like so much fun.
Because I guess you can play without the toys too, is my understanding. Like you
Oh,
don't
really?
need the
Okay.
Toys.
Because it looks like so much fun. Although I
For
probably,
their sake, I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
I hope
although I
you'll
probably
get
would buy
toys.
I'd buy the set for the Switch
Yeah,
to get the start.
The Switch
box
one makes
stuff.
sense.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
the Star Wars looks cool by itself.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I understand people getting like that one because the Star
Yeah.
Fox shit,
Yeah.
but
Holy can play the game without
you,
that stuff.
yeah, I would say you need to be if they want any chance at survival, they need to not require the toys.
Yep.
Maybe if the toys give you a different like, little boost or something cosmetic in the game, or
Right. Or something that would take forever to unlock in the game or something like
well, I
would
mean,
cost a lot of money in the game.
Technically,
or
if it's
something.
only a single player game, I mean, fucking give people whatever you want to.
Well, yeah. Also on October 16th, Warriors Orochi 4 for PC, Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One.
I missed out on 3.
The first.
Oh, it was free. You didn't get it on Xbox when it was Xbox Gold for free?
I was joking.
I don't know. That's one of those games I like to pop in every once in a while. Mindless fighting. October 19th, Battlefield 5, PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Also on the 19th, Soul Calibur 6.
Ooh, really?
PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Super pumped for that.
I like Soul Calibur.
Love Soul Calibur. October 23rd, Just Dance 2019. Nintendo Switch,
I knew that Wii version.
PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, Wii U, and the Wii.
My God.
Although, actually, I think the Wii U version was canceled.
Yeah, the Wii U
Wii
version.
U version
doesn't
is not
exist.
coming out, but Wii version
For all the
is.
people who are waiting on Just Dance 2019 for the Wii U, we apologize for the mistake.
Yeah, sorry. And then October 26th, the game everyone, except for everyone here currently, is waiting for, Red Dead Redemption 2. PS4 and Xbox One.
How's your Red Dead Redemption experiment going?
I haven't touched it.
It's
It's going about as well as my State of Decay
yeah,
experiment.
I'm an hour in right now.
I
That's it.
haven't started it up.
That's it. One of these days I'll get into it.
Very good.
Before I get to that, I have to play through God of War first. My single player lineup right now is I got to finish Detroit and then I'm gonna play God of War.
Play God of War.
Yeah.
I plan on it.
Jeff, I'm gonna need you before we talk about Game of the Year stuff later in the year.
Honestly, that's the main and all the hype around it are the main reasons I feel the need to play God
And
of War.
it's like
I have no attachment to the story or the characters or anything,
it's unbelievably great. So
Yep.
enjoy.
November 6th, Overkill's The Walking Dead for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. That's that first-person shooter that they still really haven't shown off or anything.
I guess it was at E3.
Can they just scrap that and put another Payday?
No, they're gonna say they keep releasing individual payday heists and skins and.
Are they still putting out different heists?
I think they just
think
put.
so,
I think
yeah.
they just put on a new pack out.
Yeah.
Recently.
It's a game I wish I spent more time with.
We want to spend more time with it. That's a good. No, that's the thing. Like when you and I were into it, no one else wanted to pick it up. I think that would have been another one. Like that would have been a good time to get all of us into it. But yeah,
I played a bunch with Andy. Like the Payday 2, I got up to level 60 something. Like I had my whole
I was
character tree maxed out.
Yeah, I was like in the 30s, I think.
I figured I had the one heist down to, like, I got the trophy for finishing the one heist under 17 seconds.
Wow.
I ran in, jumped through a window, blew a safe, ran back to the truck, got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, I bought that game on the PS4. I don't think I've even booted it up. I bought like the big score version.
I bought it and I booted it up, but I don't think I played it at all.
I wonder how that sold on the Switch. Never heard how that sold on Switch.
I don't imagine great. I mean, it's a 3-year-old game. That
I'm sure there's the niche audience like
even
really
at its peak. I don't think it was a high demand game.
Huge game. Yeah.
So this is a game like it's one of those games that has like a rabid following, but like you don't hear much about it. And
Right.
you and I enjoyed it. I know Andy liked it too, and I think like it's one of those things where it's I don't know, like it's like in that weird middle ground where it's like almost like a cult hit, you know. But it's I don't know, it's weird.
Gotcha.
But they keep supporting it. They keep putting out new stuff.
I guess I understand why they would take a crack at the Walking Dead license.
Yeah.
There you go. And it's like the same. Have you seen any of that game yet? It's like
The Walking Dead, no.
It's like Payday: The Walking Dead. Like, it really is.
Do they have zombies that come up and tase you?
No.
Just fuck those guys.
Ooh, that'd be bad.
November 13th, Hitman 2.
Hey,
PC,
Sold.
PS4, and Xbox One.
Sold.
I was gonna say that's all you
Sold.
are. We'll be looking for a full report on that because we know you'll be playing that.
Sold.
Yeah, all they're saying is it's more Hitman.
Sold.
Which sounds like
what you
that's
want.
all what people want. It's just more.
Their Twitter account is like tweeting like every day or two they're tweeting something that's like everything's a weapon, and like one day it shows a guy holding a giant fucking fish. There's some other goofy shit they've shown there too. Where like, oh my god, how the hell are you gonna use that as a weapon?
I loved that when they were teasing the premiere, like announcing that, everyone thought it was the Superman game.
Mm-hmm.
I love that everyone thought it was the Superman,
Yeah.
and then everyone was like, Hitman 2. Oh man! But then it's like, all right, settle down.
Okay, Hitman 2.
All
Okay,
right,
yeah.
okay, we'll take this.
Everyone was like, oh, I'm like, yeah, more fucking Hitman.
Yeah, fuck you, Superman. November 14th, Fallout 76, PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
Not a game that I'm looking to play, but I'm very interested to hear people's impressions and reactions and how it all actually shakes out. Because everyone, someone, I don't remember who it was, like tweeted something like, I'm very interested to see how a world like Fallout, where you're usually invested and like build these relationships and all these different clans, is going to fare in a multiplayer environment where everyone's mentality is kill.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. No, I'm actually tempted to go somewhere and just pre-order the Xbox One version just so I can get that beta code.
I've thought about that too.
So I can just kind of give it a whirl.
I thought about doing that on Amazon, play the beta, and then cancel the pre-order.
November 16th, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee for the Nintendo Switch.
And Art's mood takes a complete 180 from the page. Or the Hitman talk. Not page.
I've got that currently pre-ordered with the Pokeball
Oh.
controller.
Yeah.
I think you save like $10 if you buy the bundle with both of them.
Because both games with that?
No, you get you get to pick which game you want.
Okay.
You picked which game you want, and then you get the Pokeball controller with it. So they're two separate, of course, ones. You know, it's Pokemon. There's got to be two versions.
There doesn't have to be. They do it every time,
Right.
so it's expected.
There you go. Just the top one.
I like it.
Well, the last tweet that the Hitman the Hitman 2 account has out, it says, "What gives life can also take it," and he's holding a defibrillator.
Nice. That's awesome. Our last couple confirmed dates right here. December 4th, Just Cause 4 for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Hopefully that actually runs on console this time, out of the gate. And December 7th, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
There it is.
For Nintendo Switch. And then there's a bunch of games here that don't have release dates yet. I'm just going to run through some of the more known names really quick.
Just skip Death Stranding.
Biomutant. Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night. Call of Cthulhu.
Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. That's one people have been talking about that.
That's from the Castlevania creator.
Okay.
His new game. That should be out this year. That should be out by the end of the year.
What did they release?
So they released Curse of the Moon.
Okay, which
was the retro game. It's basically, if you ever play Castlevania 3, it's Castlevania 3. Reskinned. And that's
gotcha.
That's
okay.
It's amazing. It's awesome. I've only played a couple levels. Actually, they were very late giving me my Xbox One code, And so I didn't care. I still broke down, paid $10 and bought the Vita version. Because it runs, that game is like, that is, like, now playing that game on the Vita, like, I'm almost like, I feel a little bad about getting the Xbox One version for the real game because, like, I kind of want to play that in days ago. Like, I think that's, like, perfect for that type of game. So I might just end up buying it for both. I'll support him 100% because that game looks awesome, too. Dark Souls Remastered, don't forget, it's still coming out for Nintendo Switch.
Sometime.
Darksiders 3, I don't think that's this year. Let's see here. Sorry, going through. A lot of these. I'm just trying to pick up things I think are this year. And a lot of this. This one I don't know about because they didn't say anything at E3, and I was kind of surprised. Luigi's Mansion for the Nintendo 3DS, the remake of the GameCube one. They didn't mention it or anything, so I thought maybe it would be this year, but I don't know.
I'm trying to remember when they announced it.
I don't think they said anything.
I don't think they did either.
Yeah. Monster Hunter World is still coming out for PC, so PC owners keep an eye out for that. Quake Champions, I think, is still officially supposed to be coming out soon. Maybe not.
It's been in beta for like 2 years.
Yep.
Almost as long as Rainbow Six Siege's ranked mode has been in beta. 3 years and counting.
Right, exactly. Team Sonic Racing, I'm pretty sure that is supposed to be this year sometime.
Yeah, I thought it was coming out soon.
Yeah, I thought so too.
That looks interesting. I'll definitely check. If you on Xbox, if you downloaded the Sonic All-Star, hopefully you did, because that game was actually a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that game. The World Ends With You Final Remix. That was that DS game that they're bringing to the Switch now from Square Enix. I believe that's still supposed to be sometime this year.
Sounds like a James Bond movie.
Yeah.
The World
really cool.
Ends With You.
Oh my god, I forgot they announced this game. Wow, god, who knows if this is coming out still. Toe Jam and Earl, Back in the Groove.
Oh god,
Jesus.
that's right.
PC, Mac, Linux, Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One.
What comes out first, Battletoads or that?
Battletoads.
Battletoads.
I don't care.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Battletoads. And that
sounds good.
It.
This is an interesting year because you talk about Red Dead, and then it's just like a big old like crater around that. Like nothing else is coming out. So it sounds like the beginning of next year is probably going to be more exciting.
Yep.
Than holidays this year because Red Dead's going to eat everybody's lunch.
Well,
so
that and then also too, I mean, usually companies don't like releasing games in December, but now that Super Smash is coming out December 7th, why release anything around that time period?
It's you got like Call of Duty, Battlefield, Red Dead, Smash.
Yeah.
And so it's just like fuck,
yeah.
Okay. February sounds great.
Oh yeah.
Everyone releasing on February 22nd is the date.
Yeah.
Everyone just do it then and it'll be fine.
Yep.
You have a better bet going against a bunch of other people on the same tier as you, as opposed to going against any one of those four monsters.
Yep, pretty much.
So it's an interesting year in terms of like the Q4 of this year and Q1 of next. Yeah. Good.
The one thing a game I have no interest in playing, but I'm curious to see how it shakes out is with when they release Red Dead. I'm curious to see if their online can match up with GTA's online as far as like people just gravitating towards
They
it.
just announced like a new expansion to
updates
online.
to all the nightclubs and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
for
you
GTA
can
Online.
buy nightclubs now
Yep.
and design them and
This is like 4 months before the next big game comes out, and they're putting a big expansion on online.
get that money
still.
while you can.
And I don't know if you've seen, but GTA 5 has been like $20 like everywhere.
Yeah, now
Yeah,
it finally dropped from that 30 to 20 now.
It was on sale for like $17 somewhere last week.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I thought about buying it for PC.
I was
this
this close to getting it for the newer consoles.
Yeah.
I was very close. But the thing with Red Dead is like, so it's like, okay, well, obviously they're making a ton of money with the GTA Online and everything, so everything's going to be online. It's a little disappointing. Only because, like, Red Dead feels more like a single player type experience. You know what I mean? Like I mean, I know they had that multiplayer.
So did GTA until 3 years ago.
Well, yeah, no, and I hear you. I agree, but I thought the potential was always there for GTA to kind of open more, like not necessarily become like the GTA Online that it is now, but more like an MMO almost, like kind of online game. Like, you know, where Red Dead, I mean,
I spent a lot of time just riding a horse and with nothing around me.
right.
So,
So that's where that one's kind of weird that it would have like that one feels a little more odd to add in multiplayer, like because they tried it with the 360, like the last one, Red Dead Redemption, and from what I hear, like no one played it.
Yeah, but I think when they did it with the last one, it was kind of just like a tack on, like, hey, we have online capability for this.
Oh yeah, it's kind of
whereas
like
this is being
which Uncharted had that tack on one with the
a couple
2
of
and 3.
Yeah.
4 had 2, but 4.
but like no one fucking played it.
But like this is being designed with what they've already known and learned from GTA Online and built to do that in this environment and get people's attention and their money all over again.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting year, I think, and these massive titles are just completely changing everything.
The thing with the Red Dead GTA thing too is I don't necessarily think that there has to be a huge drop off for GTA Online players. Because look at someone like myself. I love GTA. I did not like Red Dead Redemption.
Sure.
I just don't like the Western setting.
Sure.
So you're.
I would say probably my guess would be 60% of the people who play GTA will play Red Dead, just because they're Rockstar whores. They love Rockstar.
Yeah.
Like anything they'll play. Kind of like that kind of vibe people. And also, it is very similar, but in a Western setting, basically. And like
And it's their first time Rockstar's put out a game in this generation.
Right, exactly. It's the first
So-
It's the first true next gen game from them. So I would put the number probably around 60% that would definitely go over. But I mean, 60% of the people, that's still a good chunk of people not going to Red Dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
And then you got people who are going to play Red Dead who do not play GTA.
And 60% of the GTA fan base is like, I don't know, 60% of all of the gaming community. Because like it's crazy how big that
how many
game is.
hundreds of millions of copies they've
Yeah.
sold.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so I'm just interested. I'm not interested in the game. I'm just interested in from an industry level,
Right, that's-
how Red Dead's
Like-
gonna like affect
Yep.
everything.
From someone who's just standing back and watching from a distance,
Yeah.
I want to see how this plays out.
The fact that you can tell these companies are purposely moving their game releases around because of that game it's just insane. It's huge. It kind of makes me think like, you know, when Kojima does finally announce a Death Stranding release date, everyone's going to stay away from that date.
I think so because it's such an unknown. Like,
Yeah,
What is it?
exactly.
we still don't fucking know.
Was it coming out?
I don't
And
care
you know
about
what?
that. I just want to know what the game is.
You're going to play the game. You're going to finish the game, and you still won't fucking know.
So you answer the same question.
Oh, so it's Metal Gear Solid. Got
It's
it.
Metal Gear 4 all over again.
My God.
But it's going to blow your fucking mind because it's going to be awesome, though.
Last thing on the GTA Red Dead thing, I will be shocked if Red Dead has the same longevity and legs that GTA has had for this long.
I agree.
I think GTA 5 is, granted, it's been stretched out over multiple years, but I feel like it's a lightning the bottle kind of scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not even sure whenever they release a GTA 6 that it'll have the same legs that this one did.
I don't think it will.
It just came out right in time for like a bunch of people having PS3s and Xbox 360s, and then the remaster. No one saw it coming. They just start like all of a sudden just like had a trailer come out. Like, holy shit, it's coming out on PS4 and Xbox One as well.
With first-person play.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So, and then the whole online thing like started like it kind of stumbled out of the gate if you remember because
it was terrible out of the gate.
It didn't work.
Yep.
Like it didn't work out of the gate, and now it's
It was
a
bad.
multi-billion-dollar.
It didn't
entity
work out of
for
the gate.
Rockstar.
When it did finally start working, there wasn't a whole lot to do.
Yeah. It was just, you were basically just you were just riding around, driving around, killing people. Like, there was not much to do in
I mean,
races.
there was little like challenges to do in races to get money, and then you would buy cars.
Right.
Yep.
And then there was a glorious weekend where people hacked the game, and you were just given billions of dollars to buy stuff. And you had to keep the stuff you bought. It was fantastic.
They made that money back, so it's no problem.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, all right. So that's what's coming out the rest of the year.
That's all I got to say about that.
My gift to you was your gift to me. What was it called? Castlevania what in the what?
Castlevania Mirror of
Finger in the
Fate
butt.
Thing in the what?
from the Lords of Shadows series.
Yeah. So the Lord of Shadow series of Castlevania is a kind of
League of
it's
Shadows?
not an offshoot. Like it's a
No, it was the last gen's.
right.
It was on PS3 and 360 and PC.
It was
first,
a 360 action heavy game,
Yep.
a la like God of War.
Yeah, it
so it was
definitely
very
went
like
very God of
swinging
War.
chains and
Oh,
things
yeah,
like
very
that,
God of War.
and mystical stuff and whatever.
Yep.
I did like the first game. I never played the second one, but this is the direct sequel to the first Lord of Shadows games.
Right.
You play as Simon Belmont, if memory serves, which is the
think so.
son of the main character from the Lord of Shadows games.
Yeah.
So you're playing a little bit. You're playing, years after the first one, and you're still trying to, take down bad guys. I don't know.
Yep.
The story. But this is for the 3DS, but kept the mentality of like the hacking and slashing God of War style action on a 2D plane,
Right.
which was cool, and I liked that a lot, and it worked really well. And you got bad guys, demons and werewolves coming from top down, left and right, all over the place, but you're swinging your chains around, and that was a very cool way to, I think, present the game, to keep the 3D feel from the PS3 version,
Right.
But tell a little bit different story from a different perspective on this one. But it still kept a lot of the Castlevania love, because you still get this thing to get past this place. You know, the Metroidvania formula was present in this game as well. I didn't find it I found it easier than other Castlevania games I played in the past.
Yep.
But still kind of on the harder end of games.
Gotcha.
I probably put about 2.5 hours into
nice.
it.
Okay.
So I got a couple of the abilities and got a little further and got to fight a few different things. But I mean, for a 3DS game or a DS game, it looked good. It played really well. I didn't get some of the touchscreen stuff didn't work all that great. I felt it's like you were like in Metro, exactly. So like, hey, by the way, you can mark the map, and you got trying to pinpoint right where the map is, and you're a little bit off, and it doesn't work. Because in Metroidvania games, you see a thing you can't get past until you get object A and go back and do it. So like they wanted you to mark it, but it didn't work out that great. I thought the level design was a little simplistic from Castlevania games. So like, in Castlevania, I feel like there was always different layers, and I felt like I was constantly coming across things I couldn't get to yet.
Right.
This one, I came across like 2 things I couldn't do yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I didn't really feel, and like the one thing I couldn't do, I went left and got the thing to let me go right. So I mean it was pretty simplistic in that form. So I felt like people who made the game liked Castlevania and got the idea, but missed kind of like the underlying like complexity of that type of level design in this game.
Yep.
But I mean it was fine. I mean there's no voice acting, it's all like text. They have a couple of cutscenes here and there, but it was all quiet, so it's kind of hard to like figure out what the characters think from their faces on a DS screen, something like that. So I'm like, all right, fine, I got a whip.
So
I'm good.
So you're saying the facial capture is not very strong,
non-existent. But I mean,
so Naughty Dog didn't make this guy.
But they have a kind of, they do have a kind of a cool art style where they have a little more, I won't say like cell shaded completely, but there's a little bit of like that artistic, like dark black lines around the edges type of thing.
Yep.
That did dig. So overall, I liked it. I don't feel any need to really go back to it. But it's, if you like the Lord of Shadows games, if you like Castlevania, and there's not a ton of if you like, any actually want to play like Castlevania, there's not a ton of options to do that right now. But there are better Metroidvania games.
Probably a pachinko machine.
There is.
But there are definitely better Metroidvania games you can play without the name Metroidvania in it. Sure. So like there are better options I think out there to play than this game. But if you like the first game, if you want to get more of the story was actually good in Lord of Shadows. I liked.
Yep.
I thought so. Like I feel like if you wanted to get the next step of that, this is a good place to do it. So overall, it was a solid okay.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's kind of what I felt as I was playing it, because
I feel like we need to come up with like not like a score scale, but like a word scale for like how we grade games. Great, good, okay, meh, bad, horrible.
Yeah, I mean it would definitely be on
go
like
to hell.
Yeah, exactly. It's
burn this.
It's on the upper half of whatever scale we have. So like, it was enjoyable. I liked my time. I was like, I was gonna put like an hour into it, and I said I put like more than double that into it. So
no, when you get a little bit further, when you get about the halfway point in the game, I think the difficulty ramps up quite a bit. From what I remember, again, like I said, from what I remember, it's been a while since I've played it, but it ramped up quite a bit. But I did like the whole even though it was side-scrolling 2D. It was on a 3D platform, so you had those times when it was like 2.5D, where it was kind of on an angle, which would be kind of an interesting. Like I think right away that battle with the Monotar at the beginning, right? You're on that like kind of angled view, and it's like you gotta like wait a minute. It takes you a second to adjust it, like to avoid hits. And
you're still like fighting kind of in a 3D space, even though you're on a 2D plane. So like kind of wrapping your mind around the perspective and how to get attacks going in one direction and dodging in the same direction. Yeah. There was something else I wanted to say. I forget what it was, but Oh yeah, like even had like verticality to the fighting, where like you can like hit him up and jump him up and like keep
Right.
swinging it around.
Yep.
Which was just again like Lord of Shadows was.
Right.
So yeah, I dug the combat. I
Yeah.
thought that was interesting, and the add-on things like throwing the cross and the potions
Right.
and things like that, the Castlevania type stuff.
Oh, yeah.
All worked very well in that. Yeah, but like I said, this is solid, pretty good.
Cool.
Now, I gave you Fortnite on the Switch.
You did.
So what happened?
All right. So that night after we recorded,
Yeah.
I downloaded it. Mm-hmm. Got busy, didn't get a chance to play it. So I was like, all right. So then then last week, I've been having a lot of internet issues lately. So I've been dealing with my provider and switching out cable modems and routers and all this all the fun stuff, And even today, I ran to Best Buy and exchanged my router out.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Which so far looks like that was the smart decision. My wireless speed went from 80 megabytes per second to 270.
That's good.
So that's quite a bit of an increase. I pay for 500, so getting there. So I set up an account one day. I finally, like, on the Switch, set up my Epic account and everything like that, and then started having some issues. I was like, all right. Then we went to Michigan this past weekend for another baby shower with our Michigan family. So got back, and then yesterday I'm like, all right, I want to finally jump into a couple games before we record and everything. To find out that someone's been trying to get into my account and locked me out of my account.
They want all those V-Bucks.
Which I just set up my account, so I haven't done jack shit yet. I haven't done anything yet. So that has been my Fortnite experience thus far. So it is installed. And then, like I said, today I've been dealing with so yesterday I was locked out. So then today I was dealing with swapping out routers and setting that all up. So hopefully next time I will have more of a report on to discuss a little bit more about it. Because I do really want to try it. I want to see what all the hype's about.
Well, my experience was better.
Yeah.
Michael's trying to hack your account.
God damn it, Mike.
You're on level 20 now. So
okay.
no,
as long as everyone thinks I'm awesome.
if you're gonna
You have negative V-Bucks.
if you're gonna wait, I'll wait too and talk about it.
Okay.
The only thing I want to say is, I don't know where you switch where you're playing each individual person, because you can play again on Switch, you can play Xbox, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Only play against Switch people.
Okay.
Because that is 100% the B League and like the minor league version of Fortnite. Because
Okay.
I played a little bit on PlayStation 4 and got my teeth kicked in.
Yeah.
I'm doing significantly better on the Switch.
Okay.
Which is enhancing my pleasure of the game.
Nice.
Awesome.
Awesome.
But like
Okay.
I definitely belong in a B team for that game anyway.
Yeah. Well, I have a feeling that'll be me as well. So I will stick to that advice for sure.
I finished twice. Second twice.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
All right, I'll tell this one story just ahead because we're
Yeah.
talking. So it was like the second or third game I played, and I found a sniper rifle that had like 8x zoom, which is really good, and heat vision. So I'm just on the ridge, and I just see little heat signatures. I don't even see who these people are, and some it would go through some walls to someone. So I'm just like, I'm shooting people that I can't even see. I'm just shooting their outline of their heat signature and killing them. So I had like 8 kills in that game, and it's just me and one last guy. And I come over, like, then the circle keeps coming in, and I just come across this massive structure that this guy's put together. I'm like, fuck, I don't even know how you do that. So I'm on the ground. I'm trying to like look through the wall, and like those walls you can't look through in terms of like the sniper rifle. So I'm just trying to figure out what it is. I just killed the guy who was in third place, and I was like, maybe he's got like a rocket launcher or something. So I'm looking through it. All of a sudden, the guy gets me from his tower. I was like, mother effer. Like I was trying to I can kind of see his heat signature every once in a while. So I was like trying to hit it through, and I just couldn't get him. And I just looked down for 2 seconds. 2 seconds. He stops building and puts one in my head.
That end game portion is where I like PUBG more, definitely.
I feel the opposite way because of the vehicles. I feel like PUBG was just like get into a vehicle and survive. This one is, if it's,
I'm talking about when you get down to like the last like 2 or 3 people, and it's like a super small circle, and everyone's just laying somewhere in the fucking grass, waiting to see just something move.
Yeah,
and you don't want to shoot to give away your position. Something just annoys me about it's late in the game. I'm gonna build a fucking tower.
Yeah, and I have not got that ability to do that as of yet. So like I've built some ramps, I've built a couple walls here and there, but I've not built a structure that could keep out a medieval army. So like It was he's so hyped, and he was just building away. I was like, all right, I got a second, and turn around, did not have a second. So that was one of the other one I finished second in. It was like a Mexican standoff. Like we all came together at the same point, and we're all like, bah! And like I just happened to be the next to last. Like it was there was like 4 people left. We were all in the same area. Like, oh shit, God,
that's awesome.
So like I killed one guy, but the other 2 guys were both shooting at me.
Okay.
So I forget how I ended up finishing second. So like I think like
so you must have killed one of them as they were shooting
and I was
at you.
it was one of those, like, I don't remember exactly. It was anarchy. So I don't know exactly how it all went down. But it was like we were all in the same area together, and it was like, oh fuck, and we all came across like there was no bullets, like there was no gunfire. All of a sudden it was like, oh shit, and then we all went off, and that was super fun. But I can't play the game at night because I just like my heart beat faster, my adrenaline's pumping, and it's like I was up like 3 o'clock in the morning playing the game.
Oh yeah,
but
that'll do it.
I'll talk more about it later, about the rest of how I feel about this game and how I feel about it. Because again, I played it when it came out on PS4, and it definitely is different now. So I want to talk about those things.
At least you can talk about
even when it
experience.
first came out on PS4, it was people didn't do the building thing as much. It was like everyone played it like PUBG. You run around, you scavenge for weapons, and you kill the people. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't until, I want to say a couple months later after that initial thing where everyone started like, oh, it's down to the last handful of people, go up.
Yeah. Well, if the creators get their way, that might be going away.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you saw that article where the creators are like, yeah, we kind of don't like that anymore. Like,
well, it wasn't part of that game.
We're not fans of this, and like we don't like the direction it's been taking of this. And
that's a ballsy move to hit the biggest game in the world and change it.
Oh, I know.
Well, I mean,
I don't know if they will. It's just the creators basically just kind of talking like saying like, yeah, we've been second guessing adding this kind of thing to it and stuff.
I mean, I can see their point because every game I've watched online, like people streaming, every game ends the same way.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
with 1 or 2 people building straight up.
Yep.
And
you got that, or you got
sometimes
the people
sometimes you get some
traps.
spectacular kills.
Yeah.
And other times it's just who can break the other person's structure first.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like the other one where I finished second, where it wasn't a massive tower, there wasn't that though either. So I think more often than not, you're probably right because you do see those, and then like they're in the purple section. Like you just built that thing and you can't be there anymore. So I don't know, it's kind of weird. But we'll talk more about that next time when you got a little more impressions and we'll kind of compare notes.
Yeah,
but
because I really want to play it.
You guys should duo up.
I really want to try it.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
You are my friend.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. I'm your friend.
Well, you let me know if you get it up and running.
Yeah, I will. Let me do a couple matches first, just to kind of get the hang of the controls and stuff, and then we'll go from there.
I need you to be just. I can't carry you. I'm not good enough to carry anybody. I can't carry myself. So.
Sorry. It's kind of like what I tell these guys when I play Rainbow Six with them. I'm sorry if I die in the first 2 minutes.
Well, there was still one of the few times I played with a bunch of them that day, when the food poisoning day. We were walking into a building and I just walked off a ledge and killed myself. Before it was like a minute into the match.
Yeah.
Not a bullet was fired and I was dead. So you can't do any worse than that.
It happens.
Anyway, Steak, it is your time to pass one to Art.
Yes.
What you got?
Art, you have Game Pass, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I want you to play something
for like a year and a half.
Oh, excellent. I know I should have jumped on when it was $30. I should have jumped on a couple. I got my 6 months, but I should have probably grabbed at least another one of those.
I grabbed 2 of them.
Yeah.
When Gears 5 comes out, I'll jump on.
Yeah. So I want you to play something that was recently added.
Okay.
Elder Scrolls Online.
All right.
So I mean, I remember way back when the beta was out for that, I played it very briefly, and I thought it was super confusing. But everything that you see for it sounds like a ton of people are playing this, a ton of people are enjoying this. I mean, they keep adding the Morrowind content and all this kind of stuff. So I kind of want to see where it's been. I haven't just had a chance myself. I downloaded it. I haven't had a chance myself to jump in. So I'm kind of curious, kind of what direction it's taking.
I will say up front, I have never played an Elder Scrolls game.
Awesome.
Well, this is going to be completely different.
Perfect.
Anyway,
No, this is right. I was like, this is not Elder Scrolls technically, so...
We'll enjoy that, you fucking nerd.
Yeah.
Whatever, loser. Why don't you go harass Hideo Kojima some more?
I just needed to... Just give me anything to say one day.
Well, it's okay, because I was bothering Major Nelson today because...
Oh, yeah, we don't have Games with Gold,
We don't have Games with Gold for July, which they always announce today. So I don't know the Tuesday before, so I'm kind of surprised.
We'll see. Tuesday before, and then Wednesday before is PS Plus.
Right. PS4,
PS Plus
PlayStation
Wednesday
will be
before,
tomorrow. Yeah. So I don't know.
All right. That's all we got.
I think so.
Art. Get off your fucking phone and tell people when he gets
I'm
online.
looking to see if the PlayStation Plus games have leaked, asshole.
We go,
More
they
the
leak?
Xbox games, because like I said, those were supposed to be out.
Is that like a
Those
regular
were
thing? Do they leak?
There's sites that usually have like dead on.
Really?
This is what they're gonna be.
Well, they're pretty. I would say, or usually like it's like all except for like one of the games was correct or something. Yeah.
People can find us on Facebook, SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play by searching The Sticks Podcast. By the way, if you do podcast through Google, they release a new podcast app. So go in there and resubscribe to us. Or just subscribe to us through your normal podcast app. And just download it. You don't have to listen to it. You can watch it on YouTube and download it separately. It's fine.
And then grab your friend's phone and do the same thing. And then have him grab his friend's phone and do the same thing.
And then you go to the Apple Store and you do it on all the fucking devices.
Yeah, that's genius. Why are we doing this?
And you can set the homepage to sticksgaming.com. Yeah, it's our website that I at least have the newest stuff updated on. Still working on the backlog.
Woohoo! Sorry.
Because as it turns out, I'd rather play games than add old shit to a website.
Have content for
I
this.
hear you, man. I hear you. That's a pain in the ass.
I think that's about it. Did I miss anything? Oh, Twitter at Sticks Podcast. We don't really do Twitch that much anymore, so we'll skip that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta look into that.
Stick final words.
I mean, we have Mikey's got a free weekend coming up here. We can finagle a group stream at some point.
We really should do that.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
no, absolutely.
Even
no,
if it's
I
not
agree.
like the big thing we talked about before, just a group stream.
No, I agree. No,
I'm trying to
absolutely.
I'm trying to think of any like groupable games that have come out recently.
I mean, we could always sit there and play Overcooked together.
We just play Overcooked would be great. Game Beasts again would be amazing.
Oh, Game Beasts is hilarious.
That's still our best one we've ever done.
That would be awesome.
I was at home doing homework. Womp womp.
Yeah. I don't think you can play with 5 players anyway, right? I think it was only 4 player games.
It's only 4 player. Yeah, that one's only 4.
See? Don't feel bad. We had 4 players.
I don't feel bad.
No, that's all right.
Stick final words.
I wasn't prepared for this time. I've been better about this, but this delayed recording kind of messed up my thinking. No, actually, no. I've been stay tuned for some possible updates with graphics and whatnot. Been working on some new stuff again. Just kind of having fun. I had my free time for very, very little free time as I have right now. Work's been crazy. But if I've been trying to do some new stuff and everything. So maybe a little more popping.
Love it. More popping.
More popping.
See you next time, stickheads.